Papa Espirela Subanakan. So Railo la parana ni tegelikina noi otomai jaraka ilela banga ayalama noi ido bamarara la karaka noi Orang Shalame kila Polone mission la bo tubo sha nyarari ngabune renga reni kina subanano meme sala gayon yalama noi Orai eko paiti etama berai na rereng yo ngabune rai no masban keresia lo guro noi otoma odinar wakolo o Katakwi It is great joy, at least for me it's great joy. Years ago I was here for fundraising and we had a fundraising down there and we raised some money when there was no church here. That's why I'm happy at least I have witnessed and lived to see this church and also to celebrate Mass here. In the morning when I was praying, I had one intention that today I pray all my Masses asking God to grant us financial resources that will enable us to complete this church. And then all of us may generously respond to this need. Your presence here gives me a lot of hope. Your presence is a sign of hope. As we journey as pilgrims of hope, a church is a place of prayer, a place of hope. And in our prayer, which opened the Eucharistic celebration, those three things are articulated: faith, love, and hope. That we should live in faith, love, and hope. We gain strength when we come to pray. And the central part of our readings of today talk about prayer. That the Lord will always listen to the prayers of the needy. As we journey and pray for the completion of this church, let us look at a church as a place of prayer. Etiota kiresia bala boys na inyo na ilip na ibuno ni ay nomonom isakramenton ni ibuno na itukumono kini isakramentu ni riamunoroni kide Yesu Kristo lo duchu ejai otabirana kulo isirenge toni ido isirenge te aswam sine nukakani ni walk nyesilo lija roni ne adumunari ngusho anejai lasban ido idulo kino noto mailip aneo keresia arucho kini kede lasban opona loy tegele kina noi loy jula kino da subite ka Kristo ibunto na jula kina isubuka Kristo nesda iliptor lo lebe emor kisakani no awani tepenelo ingata kina boisna tetere ilo mundo jone bon ijula kina kona ijar odumun jangaleu odumun jai puch odumun jar rengusho obongo kilaswano ilepiti jo, and that is impossible. Aboisna ilipia jona bon ina kinja yatana yon. And I believe when St. Stephen's Church is completed, all that is possible. You are entering here alone will add your faith, will add your hope, and even add your love. That's why he said I should pray today that God gives us the resources. And for my last 25 years as a priest, God has always answered my prayers. I don't think He will let me down today. That's why I even chose to put on a chasuble of my silver jubilee, that God may accompany me and bring all those 25 years to be with me as I celebrate with you here. So I'm also celebrating the jubilee here again. On the 7th of October, I celebrated my silver jubilee at home. But I noticed that many of you were not able to come there. Then I decided today to say, let me also join in my silver jubilee for the Katakwi members, those who were not able to come there. I am Patrick, and let St. Patrick accompany me. And that's the picture in front here. This is St. Patrick. As I'm preaching, Patrick is with me, touching your hearts so that you may fulfill the intention that we have today. It is a great joy for me. The first reading talks about challenges. I think I'm meeting the first challenge. Machines disturbing me. It is in the church that the Lord will fulfill the desires of our hearts. Only in the church the Lord will fulfill the desires of our hearts. I always ask Christians when they come for Mass to have a serious intention, personal intention. Before the priest raises his hand at the altar, you must have already told God what you want in that Mass. Eronge Father Lomona near Yorake Kanin. Edoliti Jobrali Moenla Soman E Podicon Mami Buna Boibale statue. Tato to Maria Negoya. Olimo en Verjo Dalas Ban Lolo Mesa Law Ingara Kengoda Baya Ipucho Kaleka Ikali Aukichi Imama Ipucho Toma O Niche Ijari Kedai Sosoikit. We are always pretending to be okay when we are not. Especially husband and wife. When they are out here, for us we see you as if you love one another. When you go in a gallery story. A gallery story. You see the first section of Achedu's song, different colors. Then when you come out, one people. At home you are different colors. Then when you come out, you sing the second part, one people. Different colors inside the house. One people outside the what? Outside you introduce each other with a lot of love, but inside no love. That's why you need such families to bring that intention. Bela saban lolobera na ingara ke kakale doraon lo ejai puj inyaka kinai sa kosamena nara na kolo okopero ke kaya sida emena dolunun bagirdo e kaya soralo nasban teje ngawo ye jokoda kunye kaya sile joreka yolo pe boni kona yi yeni I don't have peace in my heart, my life. I am full of remorse. Give me peace. The first reading is talking about justice to the widow. Most widows don't have peace. Apusero ne po e mama ipuchu. Apusero ne po erena ketai. Iko kyoko le po e wanyunto si chan. do chelu tantos que si chan chelu redactos que si iboyeto keresia lopalo chepa konapto discipline le ojak ade para le fathers imena dia taberasi dolu la gayo kwa chuti konye bongo la gayo no re usuda imieda puserut ai mikamisirin ademare ketogoi ademare kebaren borolo jatar bala bibore ketetwan las ban boni konai ejeni konye bala ashemede na setebe epuponoke las ban ali pasenwa ngun werda ketai mame pala ria pupuno e puriloka ngona loichana ido irari apusertungen nebuko kina ke kirone je nesi ido la ke lipa tono don osoda tubori ai pelidono tone doliane jai lasban yesi kotoni aja autorine ereka so ke kelsia tere apusertude bunaele ipeli akele pedo o tubor ne jai ngae lasban o tubor ne jai lasban ingoliare nasban kedaya pepeara ngun lo ipoda sinesi ide ratu bon lo ajokan turjete lasban apuseru emameta tioksepona no era be mameta apuseru sensitive ya siesi sakiro do ne pola kera puseru tude ilipine jaenga lasbani ngara kini jo obunene ne tukmono kine sakramenti ngara kini jo ngae egwe lasban ngara kini yo kede duera li jala kere jo ngun ebet lasbana e darajo biane na je ngo teweni chetunge peta bunge ngiti krisa yone be inyo bere na tikiloko etap tatwa kere jala na kine tangor majorly men would die fast and leave women. Even if I did experiment here, that would become true. Bikiloko beri dia tuak to sangorani, do kisa kiara kani. Do bangang itu bangor ba dia tuak to sikilo kane. Epua kata ngora, weje kia sibera cheda. Maberengi sit le kia sibera kwa. Ngoro du cheta pitali muna keketio kushoke ngati peti konye kilo koma weli muneta no pesa ilili ngeti kilo ko kada tio kusho onyamete atio kusho na ketawat acha bakirenya reto kaleda olo saiga e mat ichwe akwana kede waragi kede bia ere maso kile nikonoi aberu no ga omom erema so kile nikon ogya omo binyobere na to kile nike masi era bongo na pena ara tunis era be pole jana kina ngole rainyo tunis amena kitenga right lo edukone jene limuna father be itagyor lasban lo dawn se marki kino to sacrament lo dawn se itagyor to sacrament lo baptism ido morki ke sopona lo tegele kina no to sacrament lo aduko kino tedere kesi kiboyete otoma ay gangana kin karimarit arima narane pol ake pol borom ni are polo kotoma oduko ne ay gangana kini kerarimarit mere dodo kwani kilo kichache pak medu muto sa gangana kina kai ore itama jali mo na berbe ganga na ngodo pona lo igiritu ya lope konye sakramento bala be ay gangana kin ipu keri pone solo igangana kin je gangana kina paran je na bongo je na kware je na tupuruchuda ani bere noi eji stoma na tupuruchu na bongo na parani na bona kware Unity the school. Can you be like Gangana Kinechuno? Which one's very difficult? Since we love pretending, the one of the day is always okay. Chayatakiro paran. Kunyachibaki na kware, mama pata na jajinu. Chibaki na kware, jagwangwangi kopoido kai. Nora, igiritu anaganga ni eniche. Anara sab. Chibaki bia na kware da. Ya epe gita ganga ni eniche. So, konyo osakaramenta bakaibe ay gangana kini keda rima ritmere. Oreso peta kroni shomne ne so itewe ni so sipeta ja kiro kera joka. E joka kabola kiro kwa bie. Ichamuto se saito polo jokan. Iduelo adaula subana ina kinesi. Kicheda lilo sila subana ina nesi. Otuptete inono la kirisi atoto na gayon. Anaswe chamontiso. We poto. Chamontiso. Dodo bokau lopo babala be chamot egiriti bobo ay dare doe asolari bojore ajala ninyo napa babala be chamot akeriabo epeta aigwa ay bode jamena na nese ina ne kilokita yalongongo idolo ba lungara matada mamina pa ina ngina dia lungo ba ngina de bera itaka bero adomi bore nyamarte doe e bonguda mame pata na ngite nyamate buni bere saka ta moti da chapa kicheko ki nisibe nyamito sesi bon ko bebo okiondo neste jauna muno be amte jibore de kira nisida so raido jay jaro rekon kidai ya longongo Edo moti kone yana ikonga teso. Nyeki kongo ni ya teso. Kurano bere nyamata jok. Ibana jo ngoba supu ebakai ngobo choti. Jeni kereke bangatap. Ijona ni gwelti dia. Ngobo choti ngoba no lope. Bia iliki aja tapangeni keda moral. Dolida tungana ona tuanare inera doka inara paulebe. I have fought the good fight. I have finished my race. I have kept the faith. From now on, there is laid for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award it to me on that day. And not only to me, but also to all who have loved his appearing. We must live in faith. We must live in faith. And let us have hope. Don't lose what? Hope. Have hope that things will be better. Your wife will be okay. Your husband will be okay. Your children will be okay. Let us always have humility in our prayer. The humility which the gospel of today demands of us. Let us not be proud people. Living in humility adds power to our prayer. We heard about the two men who went to pray in the temple, a Pharisee and a tax collector. They are all represented among us. Inside this church, they are Pharisees. Inside this church, they are tax collectors. Igurupuno lukere ejasine. Munule kosa ya todiara, kidengule kosa ya pepeara. E parisayo to gwele. Tukoni nikikere jali peke salo pelo mamuti arono noi. Kwenye pocket don sabu mona kenyo. I live. Nori so majen pa joka. E balaki sajebe. I thank you. Agiun berebe God, I thank you. That I am munardo banin. That I am not like this man. I am not like adulterers. I even like paying a tithe. Ajoka kabak long kere. Beta chinesi idiopotomon a jok. Isi tikini boro bananga limo en onda kerebe. Rai bere per parisayo to de tachi do potomon. Dobo do ni lumami rai parisayo. Ijas kapane tungo kirishalo le dum to sipuko yi wede parate itomono le maido. Akala yano de para tomono no maido. Ano mini no tomono no nyo ni maido. Eri domo dia nomina tomono ni maido. Oya noma do po eno la polo no duki akirisia. Rai domo dia ipuko itomono ye do puko akirisia. Eri jas jakituka tomon. Omie umo akitenga yi mission. Ere jas jaka isare akituka di are jas jaka iseuna kituku auni jas jaka isauna kituku ngon jas jo kaisakanya kituka di akan pa Christian lo Saint Stephen tu om proses bete kirisalita paseston lolo ora one choti ire berja kona uju roja mesiki no nara akirisia itu anaja kituka die tu paratejo not Eduardo Kenya metemu eja asi milioni ni tomo na account edope milioni ra ngai la lasba eja asi sirini elukumit akwatata inuse na kwatata ra ngai ena lasba eja asi jo itomo na elukumit ra lo la lasba eja sija kwata itomo na railo ngai la lasban eja je milioniti ile kumina kwata rasilo la lasban teje ponoti bartora kirisia ora ni kera tupana kinetenyo akiroka ora na tupana kinete ka ngundu eja sije plot sitomon e plot do pera la ngai la lasban. That is for God. How many of us have more than 10 goats? Even me, the priest, I have more than 10 what? Goats. And I am going to give Father 1 goat. Father, you come for the goat, and I don't want to choose for God. I will show you the goats and the sheep, then you choose for yourself. Any day you want to come. Among sa second Father akine nye solo peto dikino seba kine kangono kere nuko jayo gata regetunga para ni nomu mange kanyo e jubili ose aja kina kai anin obud very long in that Saint Stephen mere let that one come to Saint Stephen 1 goat ener kedanyo aswam so obuna kinengin akituku male mwasaka nyare mberumne do sa tomon onye pota dolere e do ta tomon e woro en bon Father abuna seun bonyo achebobo mere e narong e ronge tugi jukana keneta ngonyo e ronge tugi jukana keneta ngo isere gini e do lutos bere e milioni tule jasi to somariche tipakira on kwa na mon bera kwatat ener kedanyo e maido e jei e do lipuko e tomon e dai bi Father umnyo e puko e diope are o ener kedanyo nesi do bubere nesda isi ya mibora ngena mamna nange moto kakapira napu ni borongun tina nanga naponeti onyo bubere nesda nesda nyo boro erema minese pick up de jenge pick up omuna berenesi borodo binya kundo je pick up anga do jolo konyo motoka mere ingarana kini bone kimere nari jaikito ngode jaikite atitai yana maso jara on Father for 25 years. Now I'm also giving back to God. I already gave to our chapel in the village. I gave them also. So you take yours, take those ones, those are yours. I also helped one poor boy. That's why I'm saying the cows are not 10. There were 7. But out of 7, there's a poor boy who wanted to marry. And he didn't have cows. But he helped me a lot in doing some small work at home. So I told him, you choose 3 cows and go and look for a woman. And manager of Padumna Beru, Siri Angarono, Konye, Anga Uniang, no Sala Odadi, Angonada Jagge Kiburu. Malay Konalas Banui. Porque no man is maybe. Ya pesen anyo tanga lailo. Allah kia na krubrenga kirta kanin. You see. Agia uria nyara dam. Anya jadam. So that is the story of life. This Pharisee had something good which I admire. He gave us a teaching about tithing, that all of us must try to tithe, and we should not pretend. You have 1 million and you are giving 10,000. That's wrong. It must be 100,000. You are getting a salary of 4 million. It must be 400,000. That is a tithe. You give that one to God. That is for God. Don't keep it. The day God will come to take it, He will take more than you have. And it can make you fall sick and you'll need a bill of 4 million to treat yourself. And you are taking his tithe. Can make you get accident and you'll need to go for operation. Dolojo buke kure mesije na jobe joke to show me the way. Ilimono jo 1 million point. Olos dojo kujungi na otupte de pole bile la rejo. Mare? So that is a tithing. God will always claim what is his. The corridor pete ochale do pe kateksi bonado mutimo mwa luche Cristiano kera mama mwa kete kontos. Engiti ngone mwali mnyodo bere konyana ijobo ne light koni mwa. E bala bati e kiana ranga dakano lutara esele betonga. Adomo da ina envere bola sabandi chebore do da chepak mamo ni jeni neni chedo nen e chale do pet e mo asosimu mwangina kere e laete lo nyo lo mwalimu chepak onda ikonin e karubere ngona but berla sabana le mari do potomo na misiri ni kere yora bera weki no yora atasako no nothing tithing. I am not very sure about the situation in this parish of tithing. But other parishes, things are worse. And if there is anybody who has not been tithing here, I think I'm coming to encourage us to tithe. Encourage us to tithe. If we're tithing very seriously, we will not be having this fundraising. Fathers, am I lying? If people were tithing seriously and genuinely, we will not be having a fundraising because the parish will be having enough money to do anything they want. The money of God is with us and it is a lot. We are only not giving God his due. At that level, the Pharisee was good. But only he spoiled his prayer by comparing himself with the tax collector. But I am not like that man. I mean, I couldn't come mokorta. Ni muya eating in a merane, dote, sabata, kokolan, umuna rido, akeli panin. Ilipi yoda nukon, mere? Mambi te ni che lipa nukon. Kwa kona town ejai, yes, Christo. The gospel asks us to be humble enough. Have humility in your prayers. Have humility in your own prayers. And always ask God for mercy. Because we are sinners. We are weak. Ask God for mercy. To be merciful upon you. To be merciful upon me. And the God we serve will always respond to our prayers. We need to pray for the church, that it may be a great sign of hope and a source of our peace. The church should become a great sign of peace. We, the church leaders, should be a sign of peace for all of us here. We need to pray. Pray, pray, and pray. Pray even for our nation. For politicians who are beginning their campaign, that they do the campaign in love, respect, and maturity. Very important. Love, respect, and maturity. So if you are here, that's my message to you, my dear politicians. We love you. We are praying for you. We want the campaign to go peacefully with love, respect, and maturity. A lot of amata voting, kedamina, ayonganara, kede atunit otobai jena walk. Eswa morning on, esekin last ban on ingaro no kolo ajokak, mere? Eseun last ban ingaro no ko lo ajokak. And always have confidence. We need to pray for our families. Many of them have difficulties. As I said earlier, more people are pretenders. They don't have real happiness. Inside, things are different. No peace, no love, only tears of regret. Akio ebuko sakonya walk of regret. Even as I talk, maybe somebody is saying in his heart, in her heart, but I am in that racket, I am in that problem. Ajeng ationi singen. Masuban irala kanyo, I live. Koto na live bobo, anwe duwe. Nari duwe ni samuno kono ngaren. Bopolo to kidwe kidaya pepolo kide pogete lo ipari sayon. Ne isiringa las banje kide jiboro lo akopa na. Ekorokona ya pepeara ikiuna depar. Mare mina situnga ao mombale poga jarada moje poga. Acha pake poli losia ja losida timara be poga. Konyo raide gwelo napri yo kada mokata. Ese bala ja lose kwaen. Ija kiri gwen lui ibu ikina de ja lose chepone. Ona pa baje fitting. Ari pero boja lose ti lada keje kwana. Eje fitting akode ja lose. Ona pa baje gomis. Eje polo bala de gomis ja lose mere tai. Na ri chaka ja gomisi enye dari usie no toma wele ken. Nesuje nye lo sete kwa kada check na ja tar ite ja beru ni turo do bedo ngene sani sudo ni chida ike. E gomise bala by ched. You can't be in a hurry when you are putting on a gomas. You must be gentle. Composed. So sometimes they can misunderstand you because of the way you dress. Even when you change your clothes. Ni dangoli sabi benes ni juli gwen. Ikota wari gwen ay ikona isibodai. Obosata dokai. Saluna itemo ni konitim. Ngupe ngoda barachonis. That is humanity. That's why we need to pray for the spirit of humanity. Let us do everything in life with humility, considering the situation of the poor. Let us do everything. I prepare. We to sulu chanida, lue nonok, apuseru, ikokyok, who are often misunderstood, mistreated, misused, violated. And we hear from the first reading that God will listen to them. Let us always endure with patience the challenges of life. Endure with patience. Otiting. Jokto sen kan na chana rasi politicians no. E right di biro primaries. Etiting ya bong. Jakira muno no. Kote to andi krisano kwa hen. Era di birojo, era di diakajo, teaching abong neja nga plasban. Obuite mo ke kona ground neja nga plasban. Oh, mombere joda. I like the politicians because they go and meditate. Inyo vera ina no ni biro. Mala logo ko lailo. Ikione sena jay. Lailo sudo ilailo. Osodan. Ikione sene koi. Ane chori mongin kesa bere boina lomuti na saya otenyo kwano na tetemo isa kirongon igwe exetwele gogo ngai logo sa otule guro noi Uloto la jo chori mongin. Sasipo isaberuna gogonga ko uloto Sudan. Mara kesaya nesi monarto nakai. Around the planning at Takwan. Kedai yon walk. When we pote opoto, when you go to Masala Kiting it for Lagalo in your La Kirisia. I think it's a flag. They check the ground loino, Layo, the Mamanga Jalana Kayon. We poto. We poto. Era losing a campaign, a cotton a Dakita Canyo. Ayo, Mere. Let your faith accompany you in whatever you do. Let your faith accompany you in whatever you say. Let your faith accompany you wherever you go. And keep that hope that things will be better. Keep the hope until you die. Even some of you work in the offices. Challenges are there also. Everywhere there are what? Challenges. Spirit of rejection will be there. Arreo, a jountain offices. Alili, a jountain office. Mami te tu ngonelo metro offices will be alamasi kere. Jatunis. Jabe lilitos aswam code. Iswamaja jokoda mamitungi alamasi. Machapakichi kurusa kokoi serigin. Ijo igiriti. Yangar gerono. Beng indona gayun. Idolunja don lavaskibe. The Holy One has arrived. The Holy One has what? Arrived. Yoga ojera bena gayun biebo. Ilipana kini soda lwe chanchanak. Ilipana kini soda lo. Etam joba darapa ko somero ya ticha na soda dola somero yoga ojo ko pa na gayon yoga jo bere idara kita ngode doe jeno ngomong abu ni sai. Am I lying? That's why we need a prayer. Pray for those people. Everybody is struggling. All of us are struggling. Things are not easy. That's why we need patience and endurance in whatever we do. Wherever we are, let us try to persist in the truth. Let the truth set us free. Endure until the last time. Be men and women of hope. Have hope in your marriage, in your life, in your children, in your friends, and in your voters, for you politicians. Have hope in your agents and trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. Put the Lord first, and the rest will fall in what? Line. I think the choir sings very well. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all the rest will fall in line. Give God His due, and God will give back to you. Turn your water into wine. Today is a day of giving God His due also, so that God will make a miracle for you to change your poverty. When I was a young boy, a student of senior 6, when we were about to register for exams, I was one of the registered poor boys in the country, that I could not afford money for registration. I had good friends who were Pentecostals. I had very good friends who were Anglicans. One of them is Bishop Hosea Odongo. The community of the poor decided to join hands, that we can only survive through prayer and unity, being together, sharing our poverty together. So we would go in the morning for first mass in Immaculate Conception Cathedral with all the PAGs and Anglicans accompanying me for mass there. After that, we would come to St. Peter's Cathedral to accompany those of Hosea to their Mass. In the evening, we would go to PAG, Egypt, to accompany those of Esther down there, our great friends, to praise the Lord in their what? Their church. And all of us were praying that God will always support us. This faithful day, or this good day, I had 200 shillings remaining in my pocket, and my pens were almost dry. We finished Mass in the cathedral. When the ushers came collecting offertories, I looked down. I said, Lord, you know, this is the only coin that I have to survive. Have mercy on me. And the usher went. When I came to St. Peter's Cathedral, as if the usher had seen the coin, the man got stuck on me. I looked down, I thought by the time I looked up, I thought he had gone. He was still there. Then I pushed my hand in my pocket and I picked the coin. I said, Lord, I'm giving everything. From now, take care of me. And I dropped that coin there. Earlier on, I had written a letter to Father Riao, who was our vocations director, that you support me, I'm badly off. I need some money to clear the fees and also to register. And I'd also asked Father Peter Tuke, not Peter Tuke, but Father Okiria John, Okiria Pius, Richard Pius, who was my parish priest. I sent a letter to him also. Then Peter Claver Musungu was there supporting the diocese. I had also visited him and asked him to support me, but he told me that for you, you're a seminarian, priests support you. Then I told him that, fine, do your research. If you find any priest in this diocese or in this country or in the Catholic Church supporting me, let me alone. But if you find that there is none, treat me like other students who are poor. He said, it's okay, I will do my research. That is Sunday when I threw the coin. As we came out of the church, a sister of Father Pius Okiria was standing outside waiting for me. She said, Patrick, Father is waiting for you, that you hurry. He wants to go to Wera. Those were days of rebels. So I hurried there. So he gave me 5,000. That was a lot of money. I had to change my walking style very fast. And I was sleeping with the money. I could not put the money anywhere. I had to put it in my pocket and sleep until the next day. Then I went to pay the what? The money. When I reached school, the late Father Elo came. Said, Father John has sent me with 5,000 here that you clear fees and pay your registration. Then I told him that, Father Pius has already cleared my registration and the fees. You go and tell Father John that it's okay now. I don't want to take that money, otherwise they will misunderstand me for fundraising. So Father Peter took back the money. The next day he brought back the money. Father John told him, I had already given him the money, let him keep, he can keep it for next term. So I couldn't keep the money, so I opened my first bank account with that 5,000, which is still running up to now. I had to take the money to the bank. So 5,000. So my degree increased now. I had also a bank account. The following day, the Musungu drove to school and he looked for me. How it was very interesting to go to meet a Musungu before other students. My level had increased. So when I reached there, he told me, you sit and we go. I sat in the car, we drove up the diocese, and he told me, now, I have done research. There is nobody who is supporting you. From today onwards, I'm going to support you until you finish your studies. But I was still insisting. I told him, however, you might do again research and find something. Father Pius responded to my letter and gave me money. Father Riau responded to my letter and gave me money. I've already cleared the fees, I've cleared the registration. I have 5,000 in the bank. I opened an account. So he gave me 90,200. He said, now you go and add this. This was mine also. To put in your account. And I started living like that. And I attributed to the 200 shillings. Kirigini kwa kwatare lo bunga lem alokida ngalimo la sabanebe lueja asilo chut daradongo odaundo ngagogo. And by the way, since then God has taken care of me and will always give me what I want. He will always give me what I want. God has taken care of me because of that total what? Surrender. Almost 30 years ago, the story I'm telling you is almost 30 years ago, because I'm now 25 years a priest, and I was talking about that when I was in senior 6, 1991. I was in senior 6. That's the story I'm telling you. So as you pray here, commit yourself to God. Ask God what you desire. Have hope that things will become what? Better. I'm emphasizing. Have hope that things will be better. And do not stop praying. Come for Mass with intentions. As you bring your offertory, tell God your intention first. Yaoni konena kina adakane dis ajaso na yaoni na kina. Otingiti koni bore ni not yo lasban. Igwe kitebra ile pato mabela soban. Igeni yikacho kusho. Ikamu jodato mai lepekangin. Ije kini jiborongun. Olimo kini jo lasban. Mamera taiba limo itongo la polo na bunera umni borongun na. Na rebete nga limo inesida. Aile panake na ngo. I'm going to tell him to pray for me. Sorry. I want you to continue praying for this. And when more come, I will call him again. You see? Because God will not let me down. Amenangola suban. This very deep word again. Amenangola suban. No ba jena ngasida ngupenguni menases dango. Yimo yokana bala kwan bale menases dango noi. Chamota ngakwangen. Tungalo Katakwi district amenase ngonoi. Chamota ngakwangen. Luo St. Stephen kwenye di Guros Doctor. Nesarare free and steady here because I know you love me. And that love cannot go for nothing. I will always pray for you. I always promise and I always do pray for you. That's why I'm even happy today that I have the opportunity to pray here and say Mass for you. I've always longed that one day I should also come and say Mass for St. Stephen. And today is the day. Today is my day. Today is my day of celebrating with you. And may God send his angels to bring you many blessings. May he grant you peace in your families. May he bless your children. Bless your crowds. Bless your offices. Grant you jobs. Grant you good business. Grant you long life. Grant you health. Keep you in peace. Unite you. Make you successful. Grant you success even in your politics. Grant you harmony in your families. And may joy last forever in your life. And may God grant you peace. The Lord be with you.